Hello and welcome back to Inquisitor Martyr. Last time we kept going with the Lacon Majoris invasion on stage 7, and we will pick that back up.
You are right on target, Inquisitor. The Argus scans show multiple heavy weapon platforms in close vicinity, keeping the Imperium forces under fire. Act quickly, or soon there will be no one left to thank your valiant effort, before they get mind-scrubbed anyway.
Oh, yep, the difficulty went back up on this one. We're back to 250% damage taken. I got too comfy with those missions being a little easier. I forget, you need to... If you want to stay kind of on par, I think you need to gain like 3 to 5 levels per tier. Or per stage. That's not bad early on, but later that's a pretty hefty request. I mean, all things are doable, but the real matter is the ease of which, I have to just keep running. I forgot this is Silence the Guns. This is effectively a timed mission. I think I can actually BS this. Hear me out. What you do is we have to get our field up and running. And then what I do is I pop that and hopefully can trigger the field. That's going to be a really dumb move, but hopefully it detonates all of them. And I died. At least I got rid of all the mines. Where's that going to put me? In the middle of gunfire. Cool. Neat. Thanks. Very well done. Can I just... Oh yeah, I can loop around. Okay. Yeah, between episodes I was a little bored and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do some stuff I don't normally do. And there's the City of Suffering DLC, like a mini little thing. And they have what boils down to being effectively a challenge mode, where waves of enemies spawn, and you have to destroy these pain catalysts that show up. It's pretty fun. It's fairly straightforward. Blow up the catalysts because they build up a meter and then end the mission when the meter's full. And then get kills, and every 250 points you score, you get another like little loot box. First off, I actually love the design of the whole thing. You know, it gives you effectively a finite mission while still giving it almost a semi-endless feel. I know having an end makes it not endless, but you can extend the lifespan of the run based on how well you do. I got well over like 3,200 points, so I got a bunch of loot boxes, and they're all purple or better gear. The kicker being I got a bunch of relics, they all just were kind of crap. But the idea was really cool.
You did a short work of that one,
and I was like, I wish they did something like that for Destiny. Because that is a mode where if you really wanted to, you could create variations of it. Come on, destroy already. I can't squeeze through. But you can create variations of that with different enemies, different locations, and effectively make the same mode, but it'll feel different each time because enemies react differently and, you know, you develop different strategies. So it's something I thought was cool. Honestly, I just wish Destiny was better. I see a bunch of people are like, oh man, it's in the best state it's been. I've looked at gameplay, it feels like it did, 3 years ago. I hate to be that guy, but it just it still has the same problems. The balancing issues, the gear sunsetting, bringing back Yallarhorn only to make it a horrendously crippled version, effectively just to sell the game to people. Being like, hey, remember this gun? Disregard the fact we made it suck, you know. It relies too much on the Memba berries kind of deal, and it just wears me out. The game was cool back in D1, back when exotics felt like, you know, nothing was overpowered because everything was overpowered. Granted, Yallarhorn took the throne for busted-ass weapons, but who cares?
Like this, cowards!
And now they just kind of reskin like the same handful of modes. It's like, oh, it's different. And it's like, how's it different? And they're like, it's in a new spot. It plays effectively the same way. The rewards still are meh. We tweaked the loot pools, or like the perk pools on weapons more, so having a cool busted god roll is tougher. That's one that always bugged me, because I always enjoyed getting, like, god rolls, or attempting to get them. Because it kind of gave the game like, something else to grind for. And, honestly, Xur. People will say Xur helped the game. I think he ruined it. Because being able to buy exotics really ruins, like, the feel of getting them. I remember getting my first exotic. It was Icebreaker from a strike, and I was so hyped to finally just get one to drop. I remember I had texted one of my friends, I was so hyped for it. Because I know he wanted it, and I was like, dude, I got Icebreaker, and I started using it all the time. Even though I had bought Yallarhorn like week 1, or no, week 2 when Xur had brought it. And it's like, why wouldn't I just use the busted OP rocket launcher? Because I didn't want to. It was cool, but the availability of ammo for it and just... It isn't that fun when you have a busted weapon and that's all you use. It's more fun to have weapons you enjoy. That plus Destiny never bothered to actually make support classes.
Loading.
Giving the Warlock a pool you can stand in doesn't really make it a support class. Honestly, we've been making good time on these batteries now. That, plus I don't like their writing. They've taken way too many factions like the Siva Splicers. They're like, oh, big, bad, new, evil guy, and you killed them. It's like, oh, who do I fight now? New, big, bad, evil guy, and you killed him now. And it's like, can we please keep these guys a little longer than a DLC? It feels like I'm getting a main story and then a bunch of, like, side missions. You know, these are, for anime, these are, like, the weird side arcs. Like the ramen arc in Naruto. What, did it need to be there? No. Is it there? Yeah. Like, it's just those weird little things that exist, and it feels like they exist just to exist.
Cleansing shots fired.
And it almost feels like the writers don't know how to keep these guys around either. And it's disappointing, because I feel like they would make for really good villains, but they're too busy just killing them off immediately. Like, the Siva Splicer one really bugged me, because I thought those were really cool enemies, just to remove them. Killing off Oryx the first time he gets brought up. That's why when everybody's sitting here, like, busting a nut over this stuff with Sabbath, and they're like, oh my god, it's gonna be so great. I'm like, she's gonna die at the end of the friggin' DLC. There's gonna be a raid, and she's gonna die. It removes any thrill of like, oh man, this could be a recurring villain. No, she won't. And if she does, she's gonna end up getting killed off probably in the next full game. They don't keep villains around for very long. Then it also has like that shonen anime vibe. You know, it's the Dragon Ball Z curse. Oh, you killed this guy who destroyed continents, now you have to fight this guy who destroys planets. Oh, you killed the guy who destroys planets, well now this guy can destroy creation. Oh, you killed him? Well this guy can create creation. Now you have to fight him? Oh, you beat him? Now we have to go through multiverse. It's like, shut up. Don't do this. This is bad writing.
Overheat.
This is like rough first draft level writing that they're trying to pass off as some deep, rich story. It's like, no, it isn't. Don't lie to me. That, plus they had the really terrible way of I love how people were like, oh, the mysterious stranger from D1 was so cool. Bring her back. And they're like, oh no, we already finished that story by stopping a different timeline from happening. It's like, oh, okay. And then they bring her back and it's like, hey, we made her boring. She's related to one of the characters you've already met from a DLC we don't have active anymore. It's like, what? Why? This was a really dumb way of introducing this character. Every character doesn't need to be related. It's like Star Wars when they're like, oh, Rey is Palpatine's granddaughter. It's like, she didn't need to be. I preferred her just being a nobody. That felt way more interesting. Because then it doesn't feel like, you know, this very lineage-related and focused story. I prefer just, hey, anyone can achieve greatness. But what do I know? I'm just a grumpy man on the internet. I'll be honest, I am terrified of the day when this weapon no longer works. Oh god, please leave me alone. Oh yeah, time field. Kinda forgot this existed for a brief moment. Gotta say, I'm surprised at how well I'm surviving these fights, considering all of the damage penalties. God, I'm so disappointed that like all the relics I found were pretty crap. Because it was like one relic per loot box, and I got well over 11. I mean, I was rolling in loot, and seeing all of it be like, yeah, it's all kind of there. I'm like, this kind of sucks. But in the end, it's whatever. Come on, I need one of you idiots to walk into these mines, because I'm scared that I screwed this up. Come on. Yes, you did You did your job, thank you. I can disable this in peace. And then go deal with that sentinel.
Objective completed. Great work down there. Is it heresy to think that these hostiles were a bit out of your league?
Everything's loaded. Let's just go for it. We'll bait the rocket. You don't have a rocket launcher. Oh, in this case, I'm just gonna sit here and just rill you with lasers.
Overheat.
I out-heal your damage. Oh, you do have rockets. That's scary. Just talking shit, and then he has to actually pull out the rocket launcher. Ooh, sniper. Long las. Oh. Random vulnerability.
The mysterious ways of the Inquisition never cease to frighten me. They dispatch an agent of your caliber to rescue some Imperial cannon fodder. Will they get a hero's welcome or end up in an interrogation chamber? Van Winter, out.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to face Dark Eldar. But this was inevitable. Yeah, that long las, I do not like the... Wow, that is a lot of damage, holy shit. I hate those Cabal marksmen. But, yeah, like the warp vulnerability on that long las. I said it before, I hate that design just because it gimps so hard when it's like, oh hey, here's a vulnerability to a damage type you don't have. Like, oh cool, thanks, I can't utilize that. Yeah, it'll give me bonuses because it counts as a debuff. But it still sucks having a debuff I can't properly utilize. It's like being given an assault rifle, but no ammo, and being like, here, it's a weapon. And you're like, well, I can't shoot. And they're like, ah, but you can club people with it. And you're like, yeah? But it's kinda not the purpose?
You just saved some Imperial meat from the grinder. Get to the next group.
Just because you can use something a certain way doesn't mean that's how you should. At least this isn't timed. I just have to worry about keeping these morons alive. But I just have to get through here, get through a couple little chambers. I'll minimize my confrontations as much as I can. And hopefully that will keep these guys alive long enough. Hopefully the damage on these things, you know, keeps up long enough. I gotta say though, the shield is definitely a boost. Plus, it gives, while I have a shield, it gives me like a 55% heat weapon bonus. I had forgot about that for the longest time because it's something that you just don't think about actively. Ah, some money and a bad plasma gun. Okay, let's just stop time for a moment. Get rid of your big boys here and deal with everything. Hey, do you guys want to like shoot something, or you cool just vibing? They're just staring at me getting attacked by the Chimera. They're like, huh, should we do something about this? Like, damn, that seems real serious. Anyway, we're just gonna ignore it. Get all my suppression back. I do think suppression's an interesting mechanic. Weird, but interesting. I don't know if it really fits anywhere else in... I mean, if you do another shooter ARPG like this, you could definitely utilize it. But you can never do this in, like, Diablo. You know, oh, you can't move because you're being suppressed by Diablo. I'd be like, what the hell? No.
No more units to save. Go to the extraction zone.
Of course, then there was a big bad in there. But I got a time field. So I don't care as much. Wow, my health just fell. That's one thing too, is I got a... I can't remember if it was a perk or what, but it was like, oh, you can't take more than 30% of your max health in a hit. And I was like, that's cool. Except these guys hit me like multiple times. Like the triple grenade throw. Oh wow, 30%. They throw 3 grenades. If anything, that would drop me to 10% instantly. Not including any other damage I might sustain. So it's like, it's not... I don't think it's as useful as it kind of comes out to sound. You can get rid of this stupid Incubus. And he had crap for loot, like always. Run! Move, you morons, get in here.
Good job. I thought the Inquisitors were less proficient
Hey,
at
Urgle Wretches.
saving things.
Easy
I
kills.
stand corrected.
You guys want to just keep being Urgle Wretches, that's fine. I'm more than willing to fight these. Ah, yeah, I thought that's what you were gonna be. Do I dare do it? Yeah, I'm stupid, why not? Yeah, yeet. Place your bets. Does he die?
Overheat.
Nope. Wow, he is at half health. That is terrifying. I figured you'd be tanky. I didn't expect 50% health after a full Inferno pistol slap down kind of tanky. Like that is my wombo combo, and it's already... I mean, it's not being hard countered, it's just... Those things are always beefy, I can't be too shocked. I'm able to take on other guys, that's kind of the important bit here. Does he heal? If he does, it's not gonna be healing for long.
Overheat.
Okay, he's almost dead. Not bad. At this point, we'll just try to face tank it. And got him, nice. Not bad. Could have been better, could have been worse. Might have to consider building a replacement Inferno pistol, actually. I'd appreciate not getting melee weapons. But I guess that's whatever. I also hope I read that wrong and it does not say 319% damage taken. But that is all for now. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button, it helps out the channel a lot, and if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.